You can stake a D&D vampire, burn the coffin, do everything right, and still lose because killing was never the hard part. Hey, I'm Ron from Dungeon Noob, and today I'm talking about the D&D vampire and how you can use it at your table to build a monster that your players can't just walk away from victoriously. Let's roll for knowledge. Now here's the thing about vampires at the table. Even when you run one well, one that's cunning and charismatic, patient, a real BBEG, killing it is the big win, right? It goes down, the party moves on, the campaign might roll to the next threat or end the campaign completely. But the lore gives us so much more than that. You see, when a person becomes a vampire, that person dies and becomes undead, right? We all know that. But the body still looks like the person. In addition, it has all the same memories. Becoming a vampire is more than just death, it's a transformation. And the next part for me is the coolest part about a D&D vampire. The transformation doesn't just change the body, it corrupts everything that person felt. And here's how the monster manual describes it. Once pure good feelings get twisted by undeath, love becomes obsession, friendship turns to jealousy. Their love, their loyalty, the people they cared about, all of it gets flipped into something terrible. So think for a second about what that does. The vampire still remembers loving someone. It remembers their face, their voice, the years they spent together. But it can't love like that anymore. It can't love that person. The memories and feelings don't go away. Instead, they become corrupted and turn into blind obsession. And then, of course, let's not forget, a vampire stays alive by feeding on the living, right? It kills real people, an innocent member of the community, a father, a mother, a king. It kills them to keep itself going, and that feeding never stops. That's what keeps the vampire from ever being just a tragic, misunderstood lover. It's a killer, and it stays one. To put it bluntly, it's evil. Now, one more important piece to mention, because I'll talk about it a little later. A starving vampire looks like a corpse, but a well-fed one reverses the decay. It gets its color back and can pass for a living person, at least at first glance. Now, what feeding won't fix are what I call tells. There's no reflection, no shadow. It's silent and stealthy. It has red eyes no matter what color they are in real life, and they only operate after dark. And one more thing before we get going. Ever wonder what D&D class you are in real life? Well, I built a quiz that tells you. You'll get your class and a full personality breakdown sent straight to your inbox. You'll also get the Sunday Tavern, my weekly newsletter featuring the coolest D&D stuff I find that week. The link is in the description. All right, now that we know what a D&D vampire actually is, I'm going to talk about 2 ways that you can use it at your table to really enhance your campaign. These are just 2 ideas that you can drop in, have fun, and your party is going to love it. The first one runs on justice, and I think this one might be the more interesting of the 2. The party comes to a town and the captain of the guard hires them. They've got a killer that's on the loose that they can't handle. The killer is a vampire. And that's not the mystery though. The mystery is why it kills. Because every person turning up dead happens to be a criminal. And the captain will half admit that the vampire, has actually been doing the town a favor. It's been clearing out the people who had it coming. The town is a lot safer because of it. Now here's the lore underneath the story. In life, this was someone built around justice. A judge, a watch captain, even a paladin. But he became a vampire, and that conviction survived, but it inverted. Justice, the concept this person actually believed in, has been perverted to the point where he takes matters into his own hands. Now here's the fun part. As DM, when you build this vampire, make him charming, make him reasonable, and make him sound completely convinced that he's right. Really challenge the party to see his side. Have him tell stories of the murder and mayhem that would happen without him. He'll say that he saved innocent blood being spilled daily. He's just taking trash off the street, right? And the town has never been safer or more prosperous. And think about it. That's the corruption at its worst. The vampire makes a good case, but it's twisted justice, not justice. Now here's the part that heightens this whole story and heightens the stakes. The captain has sent his own men in to kill the vampire many times over. The men come back badly maimed, but alive. But on some of them, they find bite marks on the neck. where the vampire started to feed and stopped, pulling back before it went any further. So here's what makes this one work. Your players are told to kill a vampire. Pretty simple, right? But everything they learn makes it even harder, not easier. The vampire is genuinely doing good. The town is safer than it's ever been. But it's still murder. Kill the vampire and guess what? The criminals come back. Innocent blood is spilled on the street daily. The town loses its only protection. But let it live and they're trusting a predator. And that's a thin line of trust if you ask me. Okay, so the second one runs on friendship and it puts the monster right next to the party the entire time. So a friendly NPC that the party has met once, twice, or more has come back for help. She's warm, easy to like, and a good companion on the road. That's why they like her. She's looking for a missing friend, and she asks the party to help in her search, so they travel together. Except, she'll only travel at night. During the day, she says she's always somewhere else, she's scouting ahead, she's busy with something. As a DM, just make it believable. Your players may notice she's a little more confident than usual, a little more self-assured, but nothing outlandish. But a good perception check may catch some of those points. You probably get it, but here's what's going on. This friend, this NPC, is now a vampire, and she's using the party to track down a missing friend so she can kill her. Now, before this NPC turned into a vampire, the two were very close. Then she turned into a vampire, and the friendship inverted the way lore says it does. It turned into jealousy, into obsession, into a need to possess the person she used to care about. She can't find her on her own, so she needs the party's help. So she plays the grieving friend and lets them do the tracking. Every mile they cover, they're closing the distance to the kill. And the party doesn't even know it. That's why she doesn't just kill them on the road, she needs them. They're better trackers than she is. They're leading her to the one thing she wants the most. Okay, now the one thing I have to be pretty clear about here is that a sharp player is going to catch it. In canon, D&D canon, it says the vampire's eyes turn red and stay red. So if your NPC is sitting across a lit tavern, well, that's going to be a dead giveaway. Now, as a DM, you've got 3 options here, or maybe more, but 3 that I'll give you. All are homebrewed, but fit into the story. First, the easy one, which is her eyes just don't turn. It's not canon, but us DMs, we change monsters all the time to make the story work. Another option is a spell. Maybe she has a disguised self-scroll that hides the change. Or maybe she commissioned an artificer to make contacts. And that one is a little bit of a stretch, but it's creative. Now, the cool part about this is it's practical and easy. You can just drop this idea in the middle of any campaign at all. So you can find an NPC that they've encountered one, many, or a lot of times and they become good friends with, and then that person has turned into a vampire. And the payoff is pretty cool. It's easy to drop in, and the payoff is cool, but could be devastating. So there you have it. 2 stories using vampire lore to drop in and enhance your campaign. If you like this video and want more lore usage ideas just like this one, be sure to like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Oh, and if you wanted to know what I rolled at the beginning of this video, I rolled an 18. So in the comments, drop an 18 so I know you made it all the way to the end. Thanks, and I'll see you in the next video.